Hello guys, it's Michael here from Mixing Mango and welcome to this video. So yeah, today is episode 3 of my road to dual Seismics. So yeah, I've made a lot of money this episode, a lot of money. And is what I should do is really just stagger these episodes, like make like 200, 100, 200 mil and then do an episode instead of making it a huge chunk towards the tab. But you know, I set out a goal last episode to try and get 2 drops from each God Wars Dungeon boss, and I did in the end. But you know, I was getting so into PVM with the solo nexing and stuff like that, and did some duo nex with Josh, and then I did a ton of God Wars Dungeon, literally a ton. I went to every single boss, tried to get I tried to get 2 drops from every single boss, and it went really well. It did go really, really well. So yeah, you'll see that in a minute. So yeah, I'll just talk about what bosses I went to, and also in the background. So yeah, in the background is just some Ascension Dungeon clips. I still can't record bossing. I know, I'm so sorry. It's just I just lag too hard. I just can't do it. I know it's such a stupid excuse, but it's not. My computer just isn't good enough. As you can see here, I'm in Edgeville, just recording now. Well, actually, you can't see that, but on the background in the clips, I'm on like 15, 16 like FPS the whole time. It is horrific. I don't know, guys. I'm really sorry, but there's nothing I can really do about that. So yeah, so this week I said I wanted to get 2 drops from every single God Wars Dungeon boss, and I did. I did tons of different bosses. Zaradamin, when I went to Ziliana, she dropped all 3 items which I got this week in one trip. Bandos did that as well. He dropped both the items. Zamrako went there quite a few trips, and Armadillo only went one trip as well. I was actually really, really lucky when it came down to bossing. I didn't do a lot because normally I go really dry, and I mean really dry at God Wars Dungeon. Like, I've never actually soloed a Armadillo drop before, and to solo 2 items, really good items, in about 20 KC is what I did. It's actually really good. It's really, really good. So I got really lucky there, but I don't normally get really lucky at God Wars Dungeons. So yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I'll show you guys the tab in a second, and we can price check it, and we can see. I'm gonna actually try and get some actual proper live clips, like in the future. I'm trying. I'm trying to fix my computer. It's just so shit at the moment. So yeah, you know, I'm trying my best. And the other thing I did was a bit of solo nex. Not as much as the first episode, but I did get some pretty nice drops, and one day I actually got 3 drops, like back to back to back, so that was 3 drops in a row, which was pretty insane. So yeah, so my targets for next week and next episode, well, not next week probably, because I'll probably be doing a lot of bossing this week because it is half term. It's Tuesday today. I've got a couple more days half term until double XP weekend, and I'll be doing a ton of not bossing, skilling on double XP weekend. But yeah, next episode should be coming out 2 to 3 weeks from now on. I'm going to try and basically just going to camp Ascension dungeons and get a ton of keys, literally, just a ton. I'm also going to be doing some QBD. I'll be doing some Daganov Kings, probably a bit of God Wars Dungeon, probably mainly Zara, and always solo next. And I'm also going to try and do some larger bosses as well. I was thinking I'm going to make this basically a solo series, so anything I get from duo next, it's just going to go into the cash stack, so I can use it for repairing my my gear, and also for buying new tectonic sets and stuff like that when it runs out, because I need the money. I'm kind of running out at the moment, so I definitely need that. So duo money is going to go straight into my cash stack for that. But I am going to include large splits from things like Barrows, Riser 6, and Virago. So I'm definitely going to try and do some of that, and hopefully I can do some by next episode. If not, you'll just see DK's QBD, a bit of God Wars Dungeon, not a lot, Ascension keys, and solo next as normal. So yeah, guys. So we'll get into the price check now, and yeah, enjoy. I made a lot of money this week, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, I am back with the price check, and as you can see on the right here, these are all of the items that I've got that cost in this week at the different bosses. So yeah, so first I went to do some Armadillo. Actually, I went to Armadillo, thought I'd get that off first, and pretty much straight away, about 50 KC in, I got an Armadillo chain skirt, and then about 20 KC later I got an Armadillo hilt. Now, I was humming and ahhing about whether to sell the Armadillo hilt, because obviously it is really high at the moment, like priced, and it's probably only going to go down, especially towards the end when I sell it. But you know, I thought, I'm not really in it for the money, I'm just in it for the fun and the series, and it's really good, and I don't really care how much money I get from it. I just want to get like a decent amount, so I'm not going to sell it as of yet, so I'm just going to keep it. So then I went to Bandos, and I actually managed to get myself 2 Bandos helmets. That's just there wasn't really much interesting about that. So yeah, so then I went to Zaradomin and I managed to get myself 3 Zaradomin Murmurs, which isn't brilliant. I know they're not that highly priced, but you know, 3 Zaradomin Murmurs is okay. It's like 7 mil in total. It's decent. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a lot of money, I guess. 7 mil. It's like almost the same as the hilt, but on the GE price check, that is. So yeah, so then I went and did some Zamorak, and I got a Hood of Subjugation and the Gown, which is the best of the God Wars Dungeon items at 10 mil. That was really nice. I got that, I think, yesterday or a day before, and I was so happy because I never get anything solo Zami, so I was pretty happy with that. And then I did a bit of solo next. I didn't get much this week, I only got 5 items, but I did manage to pick myself up 2 Virtus Robe tops, 2 Virtus Robe bottoms, and a Torva plate body. So that's how much I've made in items so far. Just little items. Well, not little items, sorry, those are the big items, and yes, I'll put those in the tab. So I made 190 mil just on the big items, but then I've got all of these that I've made as well. I've boosted this a lot, so yeah, let's do a full price check of everything, and this should be good. So yeah, so I'm just going to take out the big items first, just so you guys can get a representation of what I've made, how much I've made so far for the tab. What are these knives doing? I hate the banking system now. Like, knives just appear randomly in places. It's so annoying. So yeah, so let's see how much the big items cost. So that is 380. So I remember that, 380 million. It's really looking pretty good. 380 million is a lot. It seems like I'm missing something. I'm sure the tab was like, I thought it was like 600 mil or something like that. So that's a bit confusing, but you know, I don't know. I really don't know. I thought it was like 600 mil, but 380 mil is a lot of money. And now let's take out the rest of the drops. So this is going to take a while, taking out all these. And also, as you saw there, I do in fact actually have a God Sword, Zadamin God Sword, rather than the God Sword hilt. I mean, rather than a hilt, sorry. Mainly because I got enough. Shards to make the God Sword itself. So I thought, you know what, I'll just make the God Sword because it looks cooler. And one of the goals is for the series is to actually make all 4 God Swords and hopefully do something that Rune Shark could never do. So yeah. So let's just this is like the bottom half of the tab. This is the cheaper half. So that came up to 15 mil. Don't really need the million there. So yeah, let's put all this in, back in. And then we started there. Okay. I probably should have made this so I only took out one at a time, because it's completely messing up my tab, isn't it? Who cares? Who cares? So yeah, and these are the more expensive ones. So I think the tab, I'm going to guess, is about 550, 600 maybe. So yes, this is 124 mil. So yeah, guys, so as you can see there, I've got 380 plus 15 plus 124, so that is 504 plus 15, 519 million. So the full price check of the whole entire tab is 520 million, basically, which is a lot of money. That is just over $500 million. I've made a ton of money off these next items. I'm going to try and get a ton more items in here. I'd like to see next week a couple of rings, some dragon hatchets, maybe some royal pieces, maybe in a full royal crossbow. That would be pretty awesome. Although I probably won't make it because you have to. Well, I probably might make it. I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, the series is actually going really well. I made quite a lot of money. I made probably about 200 mil since the last episode, which is a lot of money, and I have to say I am really enjoying it, guys. So 520 mil, things are going really well, so expect to see the 4th episode in the future. So thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.